All right, good morning, cyber traders. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome back. I don't know, everybody's excited for the weekend. It is going to be absolutely gorgeous. I'm looking forward to this weekend. How's everybody doing? Good to see you, Lewis, Michael, everybody. Good to see you all. Good morning. Good morning, everybody on YouTube, Facebook. All right, good, good. Kathleen, good to see you all. Looks like a lot of people are probably look like they're going to be taking off today. Looks like that's great. I love to see that. Remember, you know, if you're here, you're not here, you can't trade every day. Who really cares, right? You can make your money. Yesterday, we had a nice little run yesterday. We'll talk a little bit about UONE. That was probably the best trade of the day yesterday. If it was for UONE, which a lot of you remember this stock, we traded this stock back in June. The stock was at $1.40, and this thing ran all the way to about $55. Was probably one of the greatest shorts that we traded all year. Was an awesome moving stock. I was down. I lost money yesterday. I made a little bit back trading the UONE yesterday, but overall, listen, can't win every day. But let me tell you, what was pretty cool about this stock. If you look on the intraday, I don't know what the hell happened after hours, just out of nowhere, which I know a lot of us not going to be trading at 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. But you can see the stock went from 9, ran all the way to 11.50. So this is going back on the watch list. Other than that, I mean, shockingly, wasn't really a great day. But I was just talking to Josh a little bit. You got to remember that you are going into the summertime, and the summertime is probably like, how can I say, it's not the busiest time. Everyone wants to enjoy it, especially now the lifting a lot of restrictions with COVID and stuff like that. I'll tell you, it was weird yesterday. Sad story. I hate to bring this up, but one of my best friends passed away yesterday. 49 years old. My friend Tom Finan, and it's weird. It's like sometimes you see reunions going to funerals. You know what I mean? And he had a bad accident when we were in high school. Got into a bad car accident. Was getting seizures, and he had a really bad one. He fell on his head and passed away. But the reason I'm bringing that up is, first of all, I wish him rest in peace, and yeah, thanks everybody. I appreciate it. But it was like the first time where I was in a group of people where nobody was wearing masks, and everything. I went to the gym too. Nobody's wearing masks. It just feels so lifting that we don't have to wear it. And I think we're going to get somewhat of a rally because of it, because I think now it's going to be weird getting used to it. But so I don't know what states you're from. Everyone's from, but like I said, now like everyone's just like taking them off. Company stores are now allowing you to walk in with them. I think it's going to take a little time that people get used to it. Like, once again, make sure you get your shot. But I think that might help the market a little bit, make a little bit of rally. I think a lot of people just looking to get out and getting sick of throwing these damn things out the door and starting to trade. So I think a lot, and like I said yesterday, the last piece of helping the economy, which I think we'll see a little bit of a move in the market, is that if they can get rid of this, this unemployment welfare check, I call it, and forcing people that now, hey, listen, you can't stay home on $1,000 a week. Now you have to go work for it. I think once those people start waking up, it'll take a little time. I think that we have until September. Hopefully they're saying about making a permanent. That will destroy everything. But if they could do that, I think we'll cause some type of a nice little push in the market. I think there's a lot of people who want to spend some money out there. And I think it's going to help the stock market. You can see I got a lot of greens going on the watch list. So buy on rumors, sell on news. Always remember that. So I think we're right in the rumor stages of it. But there's a couple of good stocks that made some good moves, and that's all that matters. By the way, that Nikola, I don't know if you guys have been watching it, but the swing trade's been moving pretty well on this stock. You could see it right here, really nice looking chart. I don't think we ever seen a thing look like that before. Usually stocks that go up like this and go up as high as this, usually they obviously back off. But I really want to see what happens when we're going to test this $28 price range. We all know what happened with Colonial Pipeline. We had these Russian hackers. They extorted money out of them. They paid in Bitcoin. I know that had a lot to do with Bitcoin making a rally. Bitcoin, by the way, making a little bit of a pushback, coming back a little bit. But I think all these security stocks obviously are going to be benefiting from it. And, once again, I think a lot also had to do with buybacks. Been a lot of buybacks going on too. Another thing that helps you with your swing trades. Remember, there are people out here that think that what we do is too fast. And I always tell everyone it doesn't move. It's not that it moves fast. It's just that sometimes things actually, we trade some slower moving stocks, but if you want to swing trade, because a lot of people say, well, maybe I want to swing trade. I think day trading's too fast. It's not. And for you that are in here, we all know that, we're bouncing around the cyber group room, in the trading room. We'll look at some slow stocks, we'll look at some fast stocks. We got to appease everybody because some of you are going to miss one thing. Maybe you want to jump in another. So if you see us bouncing around, it's not that, it's done into design because some of us miss out. But we go around and bounce around a little bit. But you got to be a good day trader. My point that I'm getting to is you got to be a good day trader if you want to know how to swing trade or invest. That's basically where it comes out to it. So anyway, let's go out there and let's look what's going on. I got somebody here on YouTube says people at home are playing the market, making good money, but now that people are working, making $2 an hour plus tips. You tell me what would happen retail investment. Well, listen, a lot of people want to trade the market. A lot of people like the market. They want to trade the market. We've seen the big rally, and I think we're getting a little bit of a push on that. Thank you very much, Lead. I appreciate that. So let's go do some shopping. But before we do some shopping, let's talk about yesterday, what happened. Cisco had a really nice recovery after earnings announcements. That was probably one of the nice stocks that had a really big move also in the morning. The only reason why I'm not a fan of Cisco is because Cisco is a brand name stock. I rarely ever trade it. Yesterday was one of those days. It's not a beginner stock for day traders. This stock obviously had some, if you look at the candles, this stock was moving literally like in 20-cent intervals. So if you didn't get it at a good price, you can get shaken out of it. But it had a really nice push, went up nicely, did this nasty shake right here. And then finally right around like 10 o'clock, it finally started picking up a little momentum. You can see how constantly did a shake, made a high. Did a shake, made a high, made a Fausto flag, made a high, and then right around 11:30, pretty much flatline. So Cisco was actually a pretty cool moving stock yesterday. So we had Cisco, and we had one that was the good ones going in for the afternoon. Space was a nice short too. I don't know if it was on your watch list, but we did really well on the space trade a couple of the day before. But then it was a nice short going into yesterday, and that stock obviously made a big move. A couple of the stocks also, we had Ford. Obviously, we trade a little bit of Ford. That one did pretty well too. 11.25. It became a little bit more of a day trade into more of a swing trade also. So that one did okay. But I want to go through the watch list and see what else is going on. There's a couple of stocks that are obviously making some big moves. Let's go see what's going on right away. So we got this ANVS that's moving pretty nicely. And the ANVS, I'm just going to bring up my level 4. And the only issue I had with the level 4 on this stock is that I didn't see that many sellers out there. You could see the buyers are out here on the bid. There's not that many sellers out there. The stock's got a big spread. Look at that. Very, very big spread. Nice little push. A lot of us saw it right around 8:30. It started moving around 32. It's already at 38. A stock to move that much only tells me one thing. Big spread, small tier size, everything else. So please be careful. The stock is a little bit more of an advanced stock, but I know they did come out with very good news this morning, which leads to that big rally. It's about 10 points, up 40% today. It could, listen, just don't trade too many shares of it. So as a beginner or even to start, even if you're advanced, listen, $8 at 100 shares doesn't sound like a lot of shares, but $8 is 800. So sometimes you don't have to trade that many shares to do it. I don't know, but for me, what I like to teach my students, and we talk about this in class, we always like kind of focus on more tighter spread stocks. Remember, half the people fail just failing that first T. Remember, tradable, trend, and trap. First T is 50%. Another stock that's moving this morning that I guess was an IPO. The stock was at 50, came crashing down, went all the way down to the lows right here around 7. She's starting to come up a little bit. She's up about 25%. Another stock, very small tier size. I give it a category 3 right now. For some of you who don't know what that means, we have levels from 1 to 5 where we gauge the volatility of it. Depending on what level trader you are, if you're not in that category, you don't want to trade it because these stocks can be very, very fast. You might not know that, but even a brand name stock like an Alibaba or a Disney or a Apple. Sometimes, you can only, your goal is to make money, right? You're not here to go out there and trade it because what the company does or you like the company. We're here to just make a day's pay. It's all about less risk, more reward. Another stock that I found that's on the level 1 side, which a lot of you probably want to look at, is probably this one. Now, there was a big buyer over here on the bid. When I looked over here on the level 4, I did see something right around here coming around $1.50. In the Cyber Group room, I did mention it to you. I said, you know what, this support level is about $1.50. It hit there around 8:30, went up to about $1.60, came back to $1.50. So $1.50 definitely looks like a big support level. You could see it here on the intraday chart. Some of you here are watching YouTube, Facebook Live are like, how do you know that? Because we follow the money, okay? You got to remember, we don't teach support and resistance like some other people, okay? Because you can't have support and resistance unless there are buyers out there and sellers. So that's why we always try to tell everybody, you're doing everything backwards, okay? So you got to look for the orders, and then you go out there, and then you see if the support's there to justify it. Or if you want to look at the support levels, then you better just check and see if the order's out there to confirm it that it is going to be your support. I know one of you just brought this up. Yeah, who said that? Yeah, Norman, I saw that. So we got another stock. It's got a very nice tight spread, 2 million shares traded. Very, everybody could trade it. If you're an advanced trader, you could trade a lot of shares of it and get in and out of it. But yes, this stock just had a nice little pop right here from 279. This stock already ran about 9 cents. Not bad. Nice, comfortable, easygoing trade stock. Remember, very tradable, level 1 stock right there. And the U1, like I said, I would be a little careful of this stock right here. Let's see how she opens up. But remember, she did get a little volatile sometimes. So if you did your journals properly and you saw what we did and what we taught you in our classes, you probably would know that. So if you're not obviously ready to be at that level, don't look at it. We always find new stocks out there. Now, remember, it is Friday, okay? And you'll hear me and Josh and John and Rich talking about all day. Let's not get too cocky today early in the mornings. Wait for the first 5 minutes to open up. And if you see something, just take the money and run. Don't worry about the thing took off. If you do your homework the way we taught you at Cybertrade University and you review your journals, you'll see that most of your winners are going to be, more of taking the profit. Put your limit orders out there. Just sell it into demand, okay? Because when you sell into supply, you're going to lose minimum 5 to 10 cents. And when you're going out there at market, you're going to be paying more 5 to 10 cents. Might not sound a lot to you guys, but this is how brokerage firms make their money. If you ever want to read and know a little bit more about it, you might want to read, and look in the back of your account statements regarding something called payment for order flow. That's how they make their money. And that's why you always want to put limit orders out there and also having the right brokerage firm that will let you able to see it. So just be very careful. When you get in a stock and you go out of market, you're paying 5 to 10 cents. You're selling it, you're losing 5 to 10 cents. So think about 20 cents, 1,000 shares, $200 right off the bat. That's a lot. You got to be careful of that. All right, so Josh has put the link up there just to let you guys know at 10:35 we're going to have lesson 3 going on today on phase 2, and then next week I'm doing phase 3, so don't miss that. So if you're a student, make sure you're in there. Great time to get you excuse to get you away from the computer, make your money early, and if you're going to stick around for the afternoon, we always know Friday afternoons always work out pretty well. So if you're connected with us, you can access the trading room right from your phone. You can get our Twitters and text messages just in case. Always be connected with us. So if you're on the road, you think about coming back, you know what? It might be worth it because U1 was definitely worth it to come back in the afternoon. All right, guys, anything I'm missing, fellow traders? Anything else? We got about 15 minutes before the market opens up. All right, so I think that's about it. This is not a really big list this morning, but we always know when the market opens up, we'll always find something new. If you're watching us on YouTube, Facebook Live, you always want to join us. You can always do a trial. Click on the bottom, $9, join the trading room for a week, or just like us and friend us to get us alerts. And please go out there and share us. Listen, the best gift you can give somebody is teaching them how to trade the right way. It sucks to lose. You don't want to do that. All right, everybody, in the meantime, we'll be back at 2:30 for the afternoon meeting on YouTube and Cyber Traders. If you're in the Cyber room, we'll start commentary in 15 minutes when the market opens up. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. If I don't see you, enjoy your weekend. And enjoy those great mask days off. Okay? It's always nice to know we got rid of them. Thanks, everybody, and be safe.